Yeah, it's on.
Okay. I just didn't hear you if you were talking or anything.
I was like, you gonna send the invite? I was like, Ben. Your home team, so.
Yep. I'm just backing out of the practice session.
You're a wild card team as a 7-9 team. What are you, the Seahawks?
It should have been 8-8, but Green Bay decided to be an asshole and spoil that. Fucking Packers. Piece of shit. Stop searching. There is no opponent set. God damn. Game goals, whatever it takes, win. Well, maybe I don't want to win.
Good cornerback matchup.
Yep.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The pass complete to Ryan Graham. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So
Down goes Ryan.
Him down. The Bills get to him. Devon Kennard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Ryan. The quick slant caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nope, they get 3 viewers.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sheldon Richardson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And now a low liner. I think he missed it. That'll go for only 17 yards
fucking
on the
Bosher.
play. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
That's Bosher being a meathead. John, I believe the correct verbiage is twist his dick.
That's work.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check Mike 54.
Now Ryan on 1st down. To Michelle on the screen. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check. Watch 54. Your track.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, complete to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And it's complete. Hooper. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front, blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's crazy. He's trying. Hey, kill. Hey, Ford, don't kill.
On play action, it's Wentz.
Oh, come on, Hill.
Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return will stop right around the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down, Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
I'll give you a swearing jar, John.
Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I don't think you got it, son.
Lefty.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the... And a big loss here as he's taken down from his linebacker spot. Vontez Burfict with a sack.
We said it before the game.
He's supposed to be banned.
If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds.
Why are you just jogging?
It's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
I love when my players just give up.
Sonny Michel.
He's like, I like how he's gonna tackle me, and it's like he's not even making...
Yeah.
And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got
I was trying to, John. It wouldn't let me switch over to him.
Instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go draw play to McKinnon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
partner. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
What a
Seriously?
catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves.
Okay, don't let me call it
have a
timeout.
little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra
I was
tackiness to
wondering
them
why you
now,
didn't
and I
call it
know
like
the guys in
It-
the
I was
NFL,
literally
the
hitting the middle
competition
button.
committee, some other places,
It wouldn't let you.
they're
It's so
talking about
dumb.
examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned,
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
indeed.
Oh,
and
really,
not the
John?
tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
No, he
instead
just
of
said
running
same
out
thing
onto the
happened to
field.
Rob.
A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Michelle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the catch made by Hilton.
Oh, I meant to throw this.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36.
Hey, you have
A gain of
C.J.
about
Mosley?
4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run.
Oh,
so I
no,
think
never
it's
mind.
time to
This was
abandon
Worley
that
or
plan
something.
and start chucking it all over
I was
the
gonna
park.
say,
And
I
you know
thought
what's
you had
exciting
Mosley.
about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They run once more with McKinnon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Screw it.
Let's check in with the referee.
You gotta
Coming down right now
I
from
gotta
this
take
home crowd
that.
after that call.
Yeah, that
No,
was
no,
because
you're
of
good,
the
you're
pass
good.
interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
That was definitely something.
Othello.
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing is Wentz. Screen play, McKinnon. Room to run again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
If only they hadn't committed pass interference. Idiot. Alright, okay.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ryan now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10.
Hey, Nugget, you still there?
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard.
Now you know how I feel.
But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again.
Oh, stop batting it down. Catch it.
Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And now offensively it's third
God,
and 10.
I feel like
and
Phil.
I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene?
Although Phil was
right
having
now,
the
the
same
play
problem
caller's
too.
thinking,
So.
what have I
Against
done
Kent.
before?
They were
that's
batting
worked
it down.
well
They
that I
weren't
can go
catching
to
it.
right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
You got nothing.
Ryan will throw again. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
That was dumb.
And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost
I know,
him
right?
15.
Like, literally, the face mask calls are fucking ridiculous.
Any part of it,
Like, he was wrapped up around his waist. That is the dumbest crap ever.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their
shit,
favor.
I didn't even know he was
still
injured.
Keep it on high.
Yeah, fuck
so
it, I
you
need
keep
you,
cutting
Bill.
into that lead.
I was gonna say, you probably could use him.
Eat a couple bananas, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Unless you're like me and don't like bananas.
This is amazing.
On first down, McKinnon
Texture,
again.
flavor, I can't.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are.
I can do
They're
mushrooms.
on the road
Pickles,
and just one big play away from getting
pickles
right
are
back in
very
this game.
weird for me. I can only do them with certain
The
things,
spot they're in now
like peanut
is a
butter.
credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the
I
plays
know,
that they've
right?
made.
My
that
uncle
just
and I
means
used to
you're
have
one
our
big
peanut
score
butter and
away
pickle
from
snacks
being right back
when
there.
he was
The
alive.
question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Like
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
I'm waiting for it.
Here again is McKinnon.
No, get him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside
No,
the 25.
get him.
15 yards on the play, first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down now, run with McKinnon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Gains were vacant on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Hey, it worked. It worked first 2 times.
Jerick McKinnon. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit
That
more
missed extra
interesting
point
here
might
in
come
this
back to
fourth
haunt you.
quarter.
Right.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards to pick up, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, Michel. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Open space inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone.
Good game.
Touchdown.
I had it on since like the 3rd quarter.
Touchdown run.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Going for 2, huh?
Breaks the huddle. His guys will go for 2. The
No, I
Jaguars
just
going to go ahead and use
assuming
their
that it
first
was-
timeout.
It's all
Head
right.
to the
It's good.
sideline and talk over what to do next.
I mean, it's all right. You're good.
I didn't want to go for 2 anyway. No. Don't need to do that.
You're good.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
You're good. You got a good enough lead.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
John just said, makes sense to go for 2.
Yeah, it would.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Good game.
Jump on the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Take me up. Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Back 25. Back 25. Hey, here I come. Back 25. Here I come. Ready to go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ryan on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Bringing up 3rd.
Good game.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
What time you going online?
The Jaguars are winners
Probably
here as
pretty
we
soon,
say
pretty
so
soon,
long from Jacksonville.
Yeah. I wanted to wait to get the game in before I did anything.
Yeah.
I wasn't like out and about and shit, but.
Well, I guess I'll go do my offline franchise. Oh, upgrades first.
Alright, dude, I'll catch you later.
See ya. Alright, YouTube. Talk to you later. Peace.